Hey guys, thanks for coming back to my channel. So we just did the reading on Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly. So now we're going to take a look at Brian Austin Green and his new relationship with Sharna Burgess. I always have to remember her name is Sharna and not Shauna. So if those of you who don't know who she is, she was the girl from Dancing with the Stars that's Australian that has the bright red hair. So it just came out that these two were hooking up, so I wanted to see what Spirit had to say about it. So Spirit, please join us and answer any questions that we have in regards to Sharna Burgess and Brian Austin Green and their new relationship. Is this good? Are they a rebound? What is going on here, Spirit, please? So many questions I need to know about. Spirit, we ask only with the intention, clarity, and purpose, not the understanding. Spirit, joining us. Please, we ask about this reading as well as how you watch it participates. And we're definitely going to be on Station Head this Tuesday, guys. I will let you know tomorrow exactly what time, because I have to go back and look at what you guys were suggesting is like a good time on the video when I asked you guys. But that's where we're going to go live. We're going to talk about the conspiracy stuff, who's in the Illuminati and who isn't, answer any like follow-up questions that you guys have on certain people I've asked about. So we will be doing that. I am still waiting for YouTube to finish reviewing my channel so I can have a freaking community tab. Like, everybody's like, you got monetized. I'm like, I'm going to make like $3 a month. I don't care about that. Like, I just want the dang community tab. So I can let you guys know when things are going on and post pictures and tell you guys about stuff. I'm like, I just want to connect more. But the Station Head link is in my description box, so make sure you check that out so that way you can go ahead and follow. I don't have my link to my Spotify or Apple right now, so I'm not going to play music on there. At least not in the beginning, so don't worry. Like, if you do go to sign up and it's asking you, you can hit no. It's just if you wanted to link your Apple or Spotify so you can listen to them on there, you know. But again, like I said, I'm not going to be playing music from the get-go. We're going to get on and chat, so we'll add it later on. But I don't like to do too much when it comes to tech stuff at first. Like, I like to be like, okay, this worked, and then now we can go ahead and start to add in the cooler stuff afterwards, you know. Okay, so he's still kind of holding on to the idea that when things don't work out, like with Megan and Machine Gun Kelly, and that's his perception, he's very convinced that their relationship is not going to work out. It's sort of like he's still holding on, like, oh, let me see if she's going to come back to me before he gets too emotionally invested with anybody else. Because there's, you know, 6 of Swords, 9 of Cups. The Queen of Wands is Megan, because she was showing up as the Queen of Wands in our last reading on her, so that's the energy that she comes in with. Ace of Coins and 10 of Cups. So if she came back and was like, I want to get back together, he would get back together with her. Because he's showing up as the King of Coins with this Lovers next to it, it's he's not like, I mean, he's having a good time in this relationship. I feel like with the Page of Cups and the Chariot here, it's more about like, I'm just going with the flow and seeing what happens. He does he feels, you guys, that he's done the work on himself after his relationship ended, which again, the cheating card is coming up as the cause of that. And the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Wands, that it's like, I really worked hard, you know, to get over my broken heart. And I do feel like, you know, like, is he waking up in the middle of the night, not crying his eyes out because his marriage ended? No. Is he in a better place? Yes. Is he ready for a new relationship that he can really be truly emotionally invested in? Not exactly yet either. He's still going through his healing process. Like, it's going to take a minute before he's really, really ready to, like, really move forwards and move on, you know, into another relationship. Because it's like, even if he's gone over, like, what happened, he still hasn't opened himself up to trusting again. Doesn't mean he can't, you know, it just means, is he 100% healed and ready yet? No. But again, you know, if you watch the Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly video, like, it's hard to just immediately get over somebody after you've been with them for so long, because Megan Fox and Brian Austin Green were together for a very long time. I mean, she was like a teenager when they started dating or something like that. So, let's see. Yeah, it's just like that temptation to go back to Megan. Again, it's like if she came along and was like, hey, I want to be back together, I want to work things out, he'd go right back to her, you guys. He's not over her. Like, this Empress, it's still, she still covers him as the Emperor. And it's like, with the Death, the Devil, the Sun card, it was like the temptation of, like, this will make me happy or cheer me up after things have ended. And then, see, it's like, even if, like, he does really develop feelings for her, he's still too focused on his past right now. So let's see how Sharna feels about him. Because she might be just be like, I'm just hanging back to you because I know you're not ready and I'm having a good time with this. So let's see. And again, we will ask about the future. That could change, because just somebody's not ready right now doesn't mean that they won't get ready. The concerning thing to me is that he showed up in the cards, Megan showed up in the cards, but she wasn't showing up in that initial pull. 4, 5, 6, 7. But again, like I said, it's not that things can't change. I mean, that's the, I think, issue with relationships, is that they can be so complicated because you're dealing with two different people and their feelings and life experiences, perspectives, emotions, the way they operate, you know, that if relationships were just a cut and dry, linear, black and white thing, we wouldn't have such hard problems in them, and we wouldn't have to try so hard. Okay, so her bottom of the deck, underlying energy. I know a lot of readers only pull one card for that. I don't know if you guys ever noticed. I pull 3 because I feel like it tells a bigger story. She's showing up as the Queen of Pentacles with the 2 of Cups and the Magician. She literally thinks that she manifested this relationship, you guys. There's a part of her, though, deep down inside, you guys. Like, on the surface, it's, again, this Devil card with the Sun, the 7 of Swords, the 5 of Cups, and the 2 of Swords. It's like I'm fixing you, or I think I am, and she, you know, is hopeful, 9 of Pentacles, that she's successful with that. However, I also feel that she does have her reservations that this is not always going to be the easiest relationship to be in. So she's trying to exercise patience with it right now because she thinks that they have a good connection and that there is a reward at the end of all of this. But on the, you know, deep inside, she knows that this man is still not completely over his ex and that she might be like a rebound of sorts. I also think it's weird how he was like popping up with like Courtney Stodden and all these people. It's like, dude, are you just literally gravitating towards any woman that will pay you attention so you can make sure that it's like caught by the paparazzi and that like it'll get back to Megan? Because she's not jealous. She doesn't care what you're doing. Alright, Spirit, what is gonna happen going forward between Brian Austin Green and Sharna Burgess? Is this relationship gonna continue? What do we need to know? He's way too stuck on his ex, you guys. And honestly, I feel like Sharna's gonna have to leave him because I don't feel like he's actually gonna end up like cheating on her with Megan, because I don't think Megan wants to come back to him or like wants to like hook up with him or anything like that. But I think this 3 of Swords next to this Empress is all about, again, you know, him just still like being too attached to his ex-wife and having feelings for her still. And so, you know, the cheating cards that come up in readings doesn't always necessarily have to mean that somebody's actually physically cheating. It just means more of there's like an emotional attachment or energy that's still there that almost feels like it's cheating. Like, you may not be physically cheating on me with her, but you are with the memory and the spirit or the ghost of her, you know, and what was past. And so with this Chariot and this 8 of Wands preceding it, it's talking about her having to walk away after she really does realize that this is just such an issue that isn't gonna just clear itself up. So it's not because he's a bad person. It's not because she's a bad person. It just wasn't the right time, you guys. And I really like Sharna. She always seemed like a really like down-to-earth, sweet person. I mean, I don't know like a whole lot about her. It's one of those things like The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. Like, my mom was always watching the show, so it was always sort of like in my peripheral that even though I wasn't watching, I was still aware of who these people were because of it. But it's not really my thing. Like, Dancing with the Stars has never been like my jam. Alrighty. Spirit. How does Megan Fox perceive the relationship between Brian and Sharna? How does she feel about this or perceive this to be? Thank you so much. And I swear, you guys, like I was telling y'all, you want somebody to text you back, sit down and make a video. I tried to text everybody back while I was like, you know, pushing the upload button, checking to see if my computer was done updating, which it's still not. And nobody like responds to me. Then I get on here, I'm like, y'all had a good half hour. Now, the second I hit record, all the responses want to come in. So, she feels like he's rushing to kind of like put on a show, so to speak. And she thinks that it's gonna only end up like hurting him more down the road. She's aware that he's way too focused on what happened between them, on her relationship with Machine Gun Kelly, you know, on her not being in his life anymore, that it's like, I don't see how you could move on with anybody else. Like, I feel like you're just doing this because you're trying to, like, heal or distract yourself or get back at me or whatever. Like, she kind of just is like, that's cute. Yeah, because it's like the High Priestess, the Nine of Cups, and the Queen of Swords underneath energy. Like, she just feels like you rush to go pour your energy into somebody else, and that's cute. Like, she's not jealous. She doesn't really care. But there's also, like, Spirit is saying, like, she's very aware of the stuff that happens and the way that he sort of operates in relationships. That she's sort of like, I know how you are. I don't know any woman that would really want to, like, be, like, hardcore involved with you unless you go fix that stuff, you know? But if you look at the Machine Gun Kelly reading, it's funny because they both just think, like, whoever each other moves on with isn't going to be, like, that person for them. So, I mean, that's basically, I don't even know what else to ask. So, I think we're going to go ahead and end that there. If you guys wanted to book a reading with me, all my information is in the description box below, as well as the link to Station Head so that we can start doing our, you know, weekly gossip chats and stuff and talk uncensored over there. And you can use coupon code BELLA20 to get 20% off your reading with me. If you ordered a video reading, you will get it this week. I've been sick, so I'm still trying to catch up on everything. But I love you all so much, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.